Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. I am Lame Hillbilly, and this is Frozen Walrus Recap Week 2. We got a lot to talk about, including the PCP, Xwlrs, the Walrus English Club Mint, and plenty of other things that I think I can think of during it. So without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, so with everything going on in the Frozen Walrus ecosystem, again, I know it can be hard to keep up with all of the announcements that happen, and we'll go through them all in this video. And this video format is made to be kind of concise so that if you are someone that is unable to check Discord every so often, you're able to come in, watch this video once a week, and know exactly what's going on and be completely up to date. Anyway, that's what I'm trying to do. I make them sporadically, at least once a week, when there's a lot of stuff going on, and a lot of stuff just happened in the last week of Walrus Finance. If you view our token price, you could think everything is blowing up, but I'm here to tell you that token price be damned. Frozen Walrus is alive and well, and there's a lot of good things coming. So let's start with one of my favorite topics is the Walrus English Club Mint. We are currently, at the time of making this video, 711 mints in. And so that's about 71K invested into the Walrus English Club mints. But Frozen Walrus Treasury has fronted the money for the first $60,000 deposit on the KA3 miners. So I'm not familiar, or I can't remember if we talked about the KA3 miners and the damage that they can do, which is good, by the way, into the Kadena mining world. So we actually had made a purchase of the KA3s, which launched on October 1st. And on October 1st, they sold out in about 30 seconds. But Sean, my business partner in Walrus English Club, was able to get them off the secondary market for around 6,300 a piece. And we quoted instantly 20 of them, which would be a full farm. And so with that, we are able to offer 4 times the rate that we were offering, actually a little bit higher than that. So on rough estimates, and again, I would urge you to research just on paper, we went from about $200 a day for one farm to about $1,200 a day. And so that is massive. Truly it is. It's 6x better than what we currently had. And they're already purchased. You cannot buy these off the market. We got very lucky to secure these. We made the investment via the Frozen Walrus Treasury, and then we'll front the money back after the mints are done. But if you are already a minter, we are very close and approaching the number we need. Even before phase 1 ends, we've already bought the lease, the business insurance, the miners. So everything is good to go. Obviously, the more minters and minting out of phase 1 would be excellent. So we are starting our marketing plan soon. But that is, some of the hot topics is that this is a product that has only 711 mints, and we already have the miners, the lease, and the funds to produce these Kadena miners. So if you are an investor in Walrus English Club, congratulations. You are in early on something that I think will be huge. So currently right now, there is a guess the date competition in the Discord, and there is a Twitter competition, which you can also find in the Discord. If you want a chance at winning a free mint, please go and view and check it out, because I really do think that once marketing picks up on these and people know that we already have the KA3 miners, people are going to flock in to try and get some of those profits. So that is Walrus English Club and all of the updates to do with it. The next big topic is the PCP has ended. The Back to Peg campaign has ended. It almost killed me, but it didn't. I'm still here. But I'm here to tell you that it was a huge stake to my side. We ended up launching, and I'll talk about Xwlrs in a second, but we ended up trying to merge these two together so that people had something to do with all of the walrus we were about to unleash in the wild. So altogether, I think we airdropped about almost $400,000 worth of funds back to users that were invested for a 7% loss in the PCP, which is great for everybody because most people made 30 to 40%. The Treasury definitely took a hit on that one, but it was the thing to do for me. Integrity wise, I always try and stand by my investors and give back when I can, even at the cost of myself. And so I'm very happy that it's over because I feel like Clearly, after the token price had dumped from around 27 cents to about 15 cents, that all of those investors did not feel the same about me and what they're invested in. So, of course, people need capital right now. It's a bear market. But if you look at the chart, you're going to see Walrus around 15 to 16 cents. But that leads me into the next statement, which is Xwlrs is live. If you don't know what Xwlrs is, it is an illiquid asset that we've introduced into the ecosystem that now has the highest Walrus share allocation farm for single stake. You can go right now to xwlrs.frozenwalrus.finance and you can mint Xwlrs. And so pretty much what it is, it's an increasing mint price of how much walrus it takes to mint every one Xwlrs. And so 25% of those walrus goes to a burn address, never to be seen again. And then 75% goes to a reward pool, which rewards our new farm, WShare USDC.ELP. You are able to accrue walrus via that. And so with the launch of that, I'm very happy to say within 24 to 48 hours that we now have about 390,000 walrus that was turned into Xwlrs. And so what that equates to is about 100,000 walrus off the market permanently. And then another 300,000 that will trickle out over time to investors. And so I just can't tell you what that really truly means. That means that almost all of the funds that were lost in the PCP have now been almost soaked up by Xwlrs. And the price is increasing every day for Xwlrs. So if you are interested, trust me, there's a lot of things to play with Xwlrs, and there will be a lot more to come in similar tokens and features because that is so drastic in reduction of supply on the market. You guys just have no idea. We went from 1.8 million circulating supply to now a permanent 1.7 million circulating supply. And with that, another 300,000 of those being off the market eventually, and this is the point, is that eventually there will come a time where there's enough liquidity to meet the demand, and there is enough liquidity that beats demand, and we are back over 1.01 in printing. The only question is how low are you going to invest before you believe that too? I recommend watching my Xwlrs video to get a better description of what Xwlrs is, but to me, it's an absolute beast of a contract. It's so simple, yet so effective. It's actually right now at about 0.9% APR daily. I know that the APRs are a little bit unadjusted on the website because there's a lot of pricing issues with Xwlrs being illiquid. And of course, that's very hard to price a liquid or an illiquid asset. So yeah, there's a tons of things we can do with this type of token in our ecosystem, including adding it to Glacier with liquidity, maybe potentially have the boardroom printing Xwlrs rather than Walrus, but a lot of good things to come. And if we can keep pushing it and keep migrating most of our Walrus to the Xwlrs contract, you guys have to understand that that will continue to cycle. Say everybody's starting to compound the Walrus and the Walrus share farm back into Xwlrs, further reducing the supply. And then also new mentors are coming in. There is no better time to buy Walrus than right now at 15 cents. Now, if you buy it or not is up to you and based on your risk and your research that you've done on the project. But I'm just saying, with Xwlrs constantly going up in price, more Walrus being off the market, eventually there will come a time where it is very expensive to mint Xwlrs, I hope. And I hope that you all are involved in it. Glacier Finance updates for the next topic is workflow has been settled. We kind of know who's who goes to who, and the kind of the hierarchy of employees in Glacier Finance, and that's something that we've been working on for quite some time. But we are pretty dead set on it. The first version of the front end was just presented to me by Jumpman. He's doing an excellent job bringing in what I made in Photoshop and bringing it to life in a Web3 platform with that synthwave feel. And then we are coming up, hopefully on a week, we should be able to get early investor docs out. And that means if you want to be an early investor, kind of like a VC fund, that, you know, like a 10K minimum almost to buy in, we should have those documentations up very soon for you to review. And if you are interested, of course, reach out to me on Discord. That is where I'm most active. And some small stuff to talk to at the end of this video is Sunday Night Football. Top Gun Hatch does excellent with the community, being able to bring you all new things to do and activities. So if you are interested, I think you have to pay some Walrus to get in, which of course is burned. And then he streams the football games every Sunday and hangs out with everybody. And so I'm very appreciative of him for doing stuff like that for you all. Then we have WLRS Radio Podcast. I don't think I had this to talk about last time because the first one was recording after this video, but I absolutely love it. If you love DeFi and you want to know more news about DeFi and kind of our niche area of investing, I highly recommend it. We talk about a lot of topics, and there's actually a macro one as well where we talk about the macro economy as a whole. And altogether, it's just a really good time. I enjoy it. I enjoy the platform. I enjoy speaking with Dave and Dylan. And it's really fun. So if you have 2 hours to kill and you want to learn more about DeFi and kind of the inner workings of being a project owner, or just want to hear about rug pulls and other shit, it's all in there. So I highly recommend it. And shift the topic. New mods. We have new mods. We have Steven and Ace have been added to our mod team along with Wonderful Destruction. These guys were in there bleeding Walrus every day. And it just hurt me not to have a bigger mod team. And I've been able to retain them for mod status. And so with that, I'm allowing them the freedom to kind of do other things with the community and do their own events and new styles and bring that into the community because they've been a very positive force. And so with new mods, that brings us up to 7 moderators, which is good for a team our size. We're developing a lot of products and we need a lot of community moderation. People are going to have questions and we want answers. What else we have? YouTube. This YouTube channel right here is closing in on 1,000 subscribers. I think we're at 768. I would love to see 1,000. It would make my day. I've always wanted to make content, and if you enjoy this content, I highly suggest you subscribe. It lets me know I'm doing the right thing and going the right direction and teaching people, and people are interested, right? So if you have time, please make sure that you do that. But that's it. That is it for this week of Frozen Walrus. I'm sure there's a lot more to cover for next week and see where the condition of Xwlrs is in the Walrus English Club Mint. But I hope this is able to give you like a daily digest kind of situation on where we are currently. And if it helped you at all, make sure you hit the bell, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit subscribe, and follow me for the next week. Thank you.